Another day, another conviction for a pyramid scheme. DJ ASAP and his wife have been sentenced to 40 years each. Let's talk about not them, but why it is that African Americans keep falling victim to these pyramid schemes. There's going to be a study done. It's got to be one done. Because I know the reasons why, and we're going to talk about them right here, right now on the Ujamaa Network. Blessings in No Time is what the name of this latest pyramid scheme was called, but it has resulted in a maximum amount of time for Lashanda Moore and Marlon Moore, aka DJ ASAP. They both got 40 years sentences. Now, how much of that time they're going to actually serve, I hope they can get out at some time. But 40-year federal sentences means you spending the rest of your life, your adult life, in a federal prison. Now, what was the promise on this Blessings in No Time? Well, you put up $1,400 and it would yield an 800% return. Full stop. Let's just take that for what it is. 800%. First of all, for those of you who do not understand, this is the math behind an 800% increase a yield. What has to happen? When you see stuff like this, just run. Just flat out run. You do not put up $1,400 to get almost 10 times that. In this case, 8 times that. 8 times 1,400 is $12,600. You mean to tell me I'm going to put in this $1,400 and sometime in the future, without any product being sold, any service rendered, it's going to begin to give me $12,000 right off rip? This is the greed factor in all of this. And this is what we have to kind of understand and come to terms with. There are so many people in the African American community that are just desperate enough and uneducated enough to believe this foolishness. And this is why we have to focus on financial literacy. Once you know better, you tend to do better. And I know a lot of people will come to you, especially early crypto, and tell you, hey, we got 400% return on our investment. Man, what happened to most of those cryptocurrency projects? Just ask yourself. Now, if you're one of the lucky few who got in early, just like in the case with pyramid schemes, you made off like a bandit. Now that cryptocurrency and other projects that started with cryptocurrency and the regulation that come in, you're not seeing those kind of returns anymore. What you're seeing is people trying to revitalize that energy that was surrounding crypto and trying to move it back into more traditional means of scamming you out of your money. There is just nothing you should be able to hear audibly that is going to force you or make you pony up cash that you don't have in the hopes of getting something for nothing. It's just what it is. You got to self-regulate on this. This is not the fault of the scammers, although they're going to be held responsible because they were the one promoting it. But you were the dummy who fell for it. Now, I don't know which is worse. Okay, so how do we avoid getting got? Well, we identify red flags. Red flag number 1, a promise of an exceptional return with a guarantee on your investment. There are no such things as guarantees in this life. Nothing is guaranteed, especially when it comes to finances. You can put your money up and lose it. You say, well, what's that? What's the difference between that and playing in the stock market? The difference is guarantees. You are guaranteed to make some movement on the stock market. It just may not be in your favor. Make sure you know the difference between that. And if somebody's telling you that they're going to guarantee your return, that's a red flag in itself. Red flag number 2. No product or service is actually being solicited here. They're not selling anything. The only thing they're selling you is this dream. And to me, when that dream is being sold to somebody that has some visual accessories, like a shiny watch, name brand suits, designer, to me, that's not wealth. Wealth doesn't look a certain way. It definitely doesn't look gaudy. And if you are truly trying to build wealth, no one in their right mind, financially speaking, is going to come and try to sell you something while wearing $2,800 worth of accessories at the bare minimum. This is a red flag, especially in our community. The visuals are what usually get people. If they see something expensive on you, they associate that with wealth. This couldn't be farther from the truth. That is hustle. Nothing more, nothing less.